Hi guys, my name is Sansi, and I would like to give a big thank you to all my new subs. And I'll go over, since you're new, about kind of how I do this. I do it completely intuitively, and I remote view, so I blend the two, and that's how I get the messages. So I don't go by the book at all, and I try not to learn the meanings because that just messes up my intuition. And I do way better just with my intuition and the remote viewing. And I also shuffle the cards prior to starting the video. I clear the space out. I burn incense, which I did do just a quick one of those short videos of the incense. This is the kind I got lately. I usually use sage and Salopanto, but this dragon's blood really works well. This brand is Satya, Satya. I think you could get any kind. This was one of the cheaper ones. I got a 3-pack for, I want to say it was like $6 or something, and there's like 15 in a pack. So it's a good deal. And this will really clear out your space here if you're wanting to see it a little closer. It's 15 grams. It doesn't say how many sticks, but I want to say it was around 15. And I highly recommend this. So, and it will just clear out your space, and you don't even have to burn a whole stick, which I've got right here. I've already been burning some, but I think it went out. So if you're not familiar with this type of incense, the stick kind, you know, it's like a cigarette, so it will have ashes, you know. So it's important to put a pie plate. That's what I'm using right now because I don't have an incense burner yet. I'll get one next week. But a pie plate or something that's not flammable underneath, a glass plate or something. But this is how I've been doing it. I'll just show you. I have sage inside here. So I put the tin foil over the pie plate, and then I just stick it, you know, in like that, and it'll burn just fine without, you know, setting anything on fire. So we'll relight this one. It smells really good. It smells like spicy, cinnamony. Clear you out. Clear me out. I do all this prior to starting the video. I clear out the space, and I do all kinds of little rituals here. Like I ring a bell all around the area. Right now I only have the 528 hertz tuning fork. So I like to do this. I go all around, all down my body. I do my cat too because she loves it. And the whole area. And I also do it on the cards. So I think that helps. You know, I knock on the deck. You know, I think that's important to like knock out the negative energies. But I also do this. Hopefully you can hear it. So it kind of amplifies the sound when you put it on the cards. And I think that just really knocks out the past readings, so you can do your reading or new readings, you know. And also this deck is 44, I think going on 45 years now. It's just regular Rider-Waite. But you can see it's not laminated because they didn't laminate them. I think this was the only deck you could buy back then too. You know, it's about 45 years old, but it's held up pretty well. And then, like right now, I don't have time to do like a full spread for everybody because I have a full-time job and it's very physically demanding. So I just don't have the energy during the week, you know. But on my days off, and this is like my Sunday night, so off, so um, I'll just pull a couple of the Rider-Waite cards, you know, one card for your future, one bottom of the deck. It just helps clarify the overall feeling. And then I'll throw in, like last month I threw in, or the last couple of months I threw in animal totem cards. But this month we're going to do the Crystal Angel cards, which is by Doreen Virtue. They're beautiful cards, and they are laminated. So, really nice cards. So, I go ahead and I pull the cards for you. Then I get the overall feeling, and like my feelings get set aside. My emotional state, my mood, everything gets set up aside once I pull these cards, and then it's just like a cloak or a blanket of feelings come around me, which is your feeling. So I'm feeling exactly what you're feeling during the reading, and because the remote viewing helps that, and I can just zero in on what's going on with one or two of you. So I don't know about the collective, but right now I only have like 123, 124 subs right now, so I can really zero in good, you know. And I'm trying to think. And usually I do like the first of the month, I'll do a reading, and then mid-month I'll do another reading. But the last couple of weeks, I've just been exhausted and I needed to sleep, so I just slept the last couple of weekends that I had off. But now I'm feeling better, so and I want to get these readings out to you. So yeah, I'm still a little bit tired, but messages came through loud and clear, so it's not a problem. Okay, so your first card, I pulled the Nine of Wands. I also write everything down. So once the messages start coming to me, I'm writing as fast as I can. It's like taking dictation. So I'm writing just as quick as the messages are coming in, and that's how I do it. And I write it all down so I don't forget anything. So anyway, you got the Nine of Wands, and I see that you're feeling a bit battered. You got this cloth on your head and a little wounded. Red always represents to me anger, you know, being misunderstood and angry. And white always means to me like purity of heart, like your intentions are pure. But yeah, I just feel like you're feeling misunderstood right now, but you are on solid ground, so you're doing okay. I can see that there is a lot of peaks and valleys that you had to go through in the past, and all these ones, they are in your past because they're behind you. But you have grown a lot from these experiences. You can see the growth on these ones. And I feel like there's a lot you had to deal with in the past. But, you know, it is behind you, so don't worry. I feel like you're through the worst part of it, and now you're just on your way to healing. But you're just, look at the expression on his face. It's just very misunderstood. Can't get it to focus very good. But just feeling kind of like, geez, what happened? Kind of a feeling. And I don't feel like you were expecting it. how it turned out or whatever after the argument. But anyway, so it's a little bit of a heavy card. And then the bottom of the deck, I got the 9 of Cups. So here's the number 9 again. So that might mean something to you, the 9th of the month, or maybe your birthday is on the 9th or something like that. But not this month, of course, but you know what I mean, because this is for Taurus. Did I say that? Taurus, July 2023. You say the same things over and over. You forget what you've said each time. You know, it's hard to remember everything. But anyway, the bottom of the deck looks very good. 9 of Cups. You got them all lined up there. So I feel like you're doing good financially, but not so good emotionally, you know. Not so good emotionally, but really good financially. I feel like you feel justified in all that you have done so far in your life, which is good. And I feel like things usually work out eventually. And our emotions are fluid, so they're always changing. There's always going to be ups and downs, right, with our mood. Let me see if I can get anything else. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. And here again is the white. I always see white as purity. And red is a little angry, stress, strife, you know, that sort of feeling. And these cards, this particular deck, the Rider-Waite, my ex-husband kidnapped my daughter, my oldest daughter, when she was like 2 years old. And he kidnapped her for 10.5 months. And I looked and looked and looked for her through the Lost Child Network, put out flyers, went everywhere I thought he would be or that she would be. And 10.5 months later, I was so desperate that I bought this deck of cards, and it led me straight to her. So, I mean, it was like within a couple of hours I had her back from buying these cards. So this is a special deck, and I will just probably always use this deck in every reading because it has never let me down. And okay, so for your crystal angel, I pulled this, and it's pronounced, can you see that? Sharohite. So Sharohite. Sharohite, I think is how it's pronounced. I looked it up. So, and it would be helpful if you meditate. You could even stop the video and meditate on this. And you could do that throughout the month as well, because I think it will help give you clarity. And let me read it to you real quick. It says, spiritual protection. You are being watched over and protected physically, emotionally, and energetically. And this is interesting that I pulled this card because I had a dream last night that Taurus was being protected. I had a dream of this reading right here and this card, and that you are being fully protected right now. And I have a feeling it's from passed on loved ones. And they're right here, you know. I feel like, this is my personal feeling, that if we're thinking about someone who's passed on, we're thinking about them or thinking about what we wanted to say to them or whatever, they're here like right now. They're just on the other side of the veil. We can't see them. I mean, some people like me, I can see them, I can feel them, not all the time. But there are many times I can feel them like on a daily basis, you know. you know, I mean, a lot of it is still a mystery to me, but I can smell them, feel them, and talk to them. So I just talk to them. Like if I want to say something, I just say it. If you want to thank them for the protection that they're giving you, then just thank them. They will hear you. So no worries. They will hear you, and they will appreciate the thank you, I think. Okay, let me see what I wrote down. Yeah, just talk to them like they're still here in the physical, even though they're not. But they are here spiritually, and they can hear you. Yeah, I just feel like they're instantly by your side, like that quick. Like you're thinking about them, they're there. And we can be in many places at many times, many different times. So they can be here, they can be wherever, they can be with your other family members and their friends. I feel like it's like a God presence. You know, it's their soul, which I feel like is part of God. Like we're just like a little spark of God. That's just my personal feeling about it. Okay, so this is what I look here. I'll hold this up so you can keep looking. Okay, so the Charoite stone, it's a beautiful purplish pink stone, just like this card. It aids the transformation of negative emotions. It helps cleanse your higher chakras. It removes blockages from the heart, the third eye, and the crown chakras. So all the upper chakras, it will help clear out. By cleansing the aura and opening higher chakras puts us in the perfect place to receive uplifting positive energies. It's a rare silicate mineral discovered in 1978 in Siberia, Russia. So it may be a bit expensive. I haven't looked up like the prices or anything, but I think it might be a little expensive coming from Russia if you order one. But you could get a rough stone or something. And you don't have to get the stone at all. You could just refer back to this card or take a screenshot or something and just refer back to this card all month. You can also like just Google this gemstone. That's what I did. That's how I got all this information. And they'll have real pictures, you know, real photos of this stone. And you could also like screenshot that or keep it up on, you know, I can't think. Keep that window open, you know, and then you could refer back to that all month and just meditate on it for a minute or so. And I think it will really be helpful. Okay, so this isn't too bad of a reading. I feel like it's very similar to your last couple of readings where you're just feeling kind of misunderstood, battered, maybe a little bit angry, but you're sitting pretty. So I feel like financially and in every other way, you're fine. I don't feel like you really need these other people, you know, in your life, which I think the wands are representing the other people. But, you know, you can always change things. So, but before you would talk to these people or anything, I would just meditate on it. This is just a suggestion. And, so you could say the right things and don't do it out of like, don't say things out of anger. Let the energies calm down first. Meditate on it. Ask for guidance. And then you could approach these people if you want to or something like that. But anyways, just a suggestion. You know, it's just what I would do if it were me in that situation. All right. Okay, guys, well, I hope you have a great July. I hope this situation gets better. And I hope you continue with your 9 of Cups and go for that 10th cup, because it's yours. You know, don't stop now. Keep going and try to get that 10th cup. All right? Okay, you guys have a good one, and I'll hopefully see you next time. And a thumbs up would be amazing. Share, subscribe, and comment. I love all the comments, and I will always comment back to you. Within a little bit of time. You might have to give me a day or two because I'm on night shift. You know, I work 3rd shift, so I'm a little bit off of the rest of the world. All right? Okay, have a good one. Bye-bye.